All right, the Phantom Buzz Kick In by Declan McKenna. Thank you for the suggestion. Now, pretty positive he is playing in open D tuning. As I watch some live versions and playing with a band behind you, as he obviously has, it's pretty great to play this song in open D tuning. Now, if you're trying to play along with him by yourself, I think it's better served in standard. But I wanted to show off the open D tuning just a little bit here to kind of tie into what I'm going to show in standard. Now, as you can see, he's barring a lot of frets. So obviously we're in open D tuning, so it's going to change up our shapes. So this would be like an E, this would be an F, this would be a G, this would be an A, this would be a B, and this would be a C. Now I bring up all the way up to C because in the part where he says, and when it kicks in, now you're going to see him kind of make like a bar chord shape of this, because this right here is pretty much a D, because remember, we repeat everything at the 12th fret. We're in open D tuning. This will still be a D. So, and when it kicks in, he's kind of doing this, grabbing these C notes right here on the 10th fret. So keep that in mind when we go back to standard. I'll show you my thoughts on how to achieve that. Now, I know I'm kind of all over the place, and hopefully this will all connect for you, but if you want to play in open D tuning, you certainly can. The chords will be the same, everything, the notes will be the same. For the riff, it's going to be slightly different when we go back to standard. For the riff, I think it's going to be these notes here. For the opening part, it's going to be this G, but we're going to find this on the third string of the 13th fret. And then this E note for the first part of that riff. And then the second part of the riff is going to go to this C note we just talked about on the 10th fret here of the 4th string. Now I think it's going to be going down to a B and then to an A. Sorry, I really can't play the riff smoothly or pretty much at all, but those should be the notes, and I'll show you a tab someone else made for standard tuning. Now, the third time through for this riff, I do believe it's going to be the same notes of G, F sharp, and E, but it's going to be lower sounding. So again, on the 4th string for this G, F sharp, E, because then once they get to this walk, you're going to end up on this G, A, B, and then to get this E, it's going to be E note, 7th fret of the 5th string, bending just a little bit, and then if you're in open D tuning, you can just strum everything. Or once we get the standard, you can make your open chord shape of D, and then make sure you just grab that 4th string, which will still be a D. Now we're going to switch to standard tuning, so keep that all that in mind, and we're going to switch to standard tuning to bring it all together, and we'll go through it. All right, so now we're back in standard. Now the riff is going to be just a little bit different. It's going to be the same notes that we pointed out, the G, F sharp, and E for that first part. Now since we're back in standard, the 12th fret will be your G, 11th fret will be your F sharp, and then your 9 will be your E. Now again, someone else tabbed it out differently, maybe better. There it is on the screen, and we'll link it in the description for you guys. Now, you can also play the chords kind of outlining that riff. I'm mostly going to be in open position. I think the D right there is going to be fine. And then the A minor, because we have the C note right there on the A minor, goes back to the D, and then the G, to grab this walk, it's going to be the same notes, G, A, B. Right now we're at 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret. To grab that E note, still going to be on the 7th fret of the 5th string, bending down, and then get your D. Right, so the intro, chord-wise, let's do it. For this opening verse, largely going to be the same chords. Back to that D, can I find joy in such a sorry thing? A minor shape, but probably recommend just to do the 5th and the 4th strings there for that sound. And then back to the D, and then the it's time to begin G. And like I said previously, he's grabbing a C note here on, and when it kicks in, I was trying to mess around with the bar chord shapes, but I think it's okay to get this open D position chord shape. Grab your middle finger, lift it up, and put it on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, the A string, to get that C note. So now we can just do a couple strings down for that D, and when it kicks in, right, you can get that C quickly because it's going to be quick. So when it kicks in, oh, it kicks everything. I have an A minor there. Again, you can just do that if you want. The fat strings keeps the walls caved in. Walk. I'm not sure if I hear the bend, but if you do, then you know how to do it, right? So outlining these chords, pretty simple for the verse and the chorus. Going to be largely the same, kind of just walks mostly. And then once he goes woo, then you have that riff again, and then that's where I do believe you hear that E bending back to the verse of I got the phantom buzz. But once they go back to this verse, it's gonna be the same chords almost. They add an F at the end. I think he starts off on this A minor. Got the phantom buzz, I suck it in, out, And since on this D, kind of has like a palm mute, something going on there, right? Can't replicate it. I can't get enough, I'm fucked up, and here comes the F, I'm falling. And then the chorus, and when it kicks in, it'd be pretty much the same stuff that we just did. You know, the C, recommend that, or that D, D, C, D, kicks everything. Blood don't have to run this thing, a poison brain. This part right here, it's like maybe a phantom walk here through a poison brain. Maybe you can just do like your G, A, B, and when she gives in, oh, she gives everything. Turns the page, I'm in till we do it again, 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 again. Then you wait for an A minor. Ain't no use in talking till we do it again. Woo! Na, 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 na. Right? So let's go back there right at, and just get you guys on track here. And here's where I am. And turns the page on in till we do it again. It's going to have that walk. So G, A, B, E, then D. I'm grabbing this D right here of the 5th fret of the A string because he kind of like sits on it. Then it goes to like an A minor thing right before I ain't no use in talking D until we do it again. And then woo! And then that riff for the outro. All right, so hopefully that helped out. I tried taking about 20 takes of this, so hopefully we found a good sweet spot to elaborate it to you to formulate something that you will be happy with. So hopefully this helped out.